So hi, I'm Vega. Hello, hello, hello. Walk in the room, people. There's like, oh, whatever. Okay, I'm taking too long. Hi. Let me get your attention. Hello. We're gonna react to Jesse Ridgway. I've never heard of him, but he has like 4 million followers. This is my outfit today. That's why I'm standing up still. I want you to see the butterflies. Okay, we're happy, we're happy. And then just a basic tank top, nothing crazy, but this was the look today. I'm fresh out of the pool. So that's what my hair's doing, and I don't care because I'm not about to primp myself just for the likes of you. Okay. Oh. RIP headphone users. We're gonna turn down the sensitivity here just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. This one here I think is what it is. No, it's this one. Okay. Now we're here. So I'm gonna try to make this sound a little better than what it was in my last video. I think it could have been higher, right? Okay, we're good. So yeah, we're gonna react to Jess Ridgway. As you may or may not have heard, he and his wife are like making the headlines because they chose to terminate the pregnancy that they had going because the baby was diagnosed with Down syndrome. Well, like it would have Down syndrome if they kept the pregnancy. So I've never heard of this person, Mcjuggernuggets. I've never heard of him until all of this happened. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I will just react because it's this whole thing of like, I don't know, some people might feel like, oh, you're playing God. Other people might feel, why would you want your, you're like saving the child. I'm sure that's the angle they came from, is like you're saving the child from a hard life or something. But it seems to me when people have Down syndrome, like they're not necessarily unhappy. Like I don't know how you would tell that. And like there's not like a physical struggle. Like I don't know. I don't know what I would do or how I would feel. I've never been in this situation, so I'm trying to reserve judgment. I'm gonna just see what they say and react to like how they're going about it, because they're getting popular right now for like not the greatest reasons with this whole thing. So I'm just trying to understand when the timeline of all this happening was, because I see on his, let me show you my screen. I see on his YouTube, why is that covering my the entirety of my face? But I see on his YouTube that a month ago is when he kind of clickbaited, we received whatever news or whatnot. Yeah, so to me, it's just kind of like, what? It said, we received devastating news, psycho update. We may lose the baby. That's kind of weird wording if you're like, the reason that you're going to lose the baby is your choice. You're not really losing it at that point. I don't know. I'm just going to try to scrub through and see what I can see with his video really quick.
Are you ready? Always ready. What are you ready for? You already know.
Excuse my babe.
What? Do you already know?
I don't know why you're here.
Oh.
Huh?
Hand frozen like that?
You have to go in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, you
indeed.
gotta find out right here, right now.
Oh, I'm about to find out right here, right
Hey there,
now.
Jay. Zero Power Insurance here. This is a psycho update. You guys have already seen the psycho video. We hope it.
So what is this psycho update? I mean, what do they mean? It says, while filming the psycho gender reveal video. What do you mean psycho? Like, am I missing something? Is that what they were calling the baby? Am I missing something?
It turned out good. We haven't made one in years. But by this point, you guys know what the gender is. We have no fucking idea. Jeffrey's about to know. So I'm gonna take the camera.
And I think I said this, but this was filmed a month ago, like uploaded a month ago. So 2 months ago was the video saying that they were having a kid, that they were pregnant, and then 1 month ago is this one.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what's on there.
So just let us know any information that you need to fill out, because we were afraid to even do anything.
What does it say?
Needs your date of birth.
Jeffrey, do not say what the gender is out loud, for the love of Christ. Like, Mom obviously thinks girl. I mean,
Yeah, girl.
do you actually do think it's a boy?
Yeah.
So it's
Somebody's got to pop out a boy. So.
Oh no, we're setting it up for
Okay,
adults
where
and
are
Jack.
the... It
Stop.
says, please watch entire video. Things take a dark turn. That's what the bottom of that said. I'm just going to try to get to wherever it is. Little did we know... I don't know what they're doing with the phone and the people
Have with his
reading stuff.
bedside manner, explain you.
They call that a goiter.
Having like an out of body experience right now.
Bro, what are we doing? Are you checking our text messages?
Alright, got it.
Wow, we don't get any reaction? Damn, he's locked in, bro. He's ironclad.
I don't really...
His cheeks are red. His cheeks are red. What does that mean?
I
My
don't know,
brother
don't
just
look too
read
far.
really bad news regarding our baby.
Into it.
I don't know.
I actually have no idea.
My guess is that they're showing people the doctor's report that says the gender, but also probably says that the baby's going to have health issues on there at the same time or be diagnosed with Down syndrome. So I guess that's what they're doing here. I skipped the entire video, so I guess it's on me that I don't know the context fully, but I'm just trying to get to the part where it's coming together and connecting, and like their reaction, and I want to see why people were upset with how they handled it. So
You're confident. You know what it is.
He knows what it is. Alright.
although I'm not saying, I mean, the decision alone is enough to make people upset, so that's not like they didn't have a reason to be upset, but you know, here we go.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let's get the phone.
Alright. Oh my god.
Dad's like, I can't tell by his face.
Can't see, good.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Look there,
Yeah, I'm gonna look this way. Jeffrey knows the gender of our baby.
We have no idea what's coming, so they're really just
I want to know so bad.
milking. We're 8 minutes in. They're just milking the devastating news.
I'm getting like last minute doubts. I think it might be pink, bro.
Bro, if who I'm with ever called me bro, do you understand what would happen? Bro, you unironically called me bro? I'm not your bro, not your brother at all. Not your brother in Christ at all. Like, don't bro me.
So we're both experiencing the same doubt.
Now we're switching.
Hey, 'cause he's got a harder job now, knowing the information and then just like.
Just to call her bro. Like, I'm done. I'm already done. Just trash. Trash the whole thing.
Like now going back to video mode.
Yeah.
This is a harder second video just because like there's real stakes.
Yeah.
Not that like
Once
not Uncle Larry going into a pool wasn't real stakes. The nice thing if it's pink, I get to rip my shirt off.
Okay, I'm just going to the next part of subtitles. He has no idea whether he should tell us or not. Okay, so I'm guessing the brother doesn't know. That's the brother here. Larry or whatever, whoever it is. I don't know these people.
One dog would be fantastic. I don't think we'll get
Yeah.
off here.
I'm excited. Find out.
Oh, that feels bad. I bet he's like, what the heck do I do? Like, if you know that information, would you just like blurt it out or be like, I'm gonna wait until they see the piece of paper and then we'll talk about it together. We'll process it together.
It'd be rough for you too. You're the ones who keep components here and wait. Oh, bad health thing. Oh, baby.
Oh. Is he kind of saying it?
Maybe I'll hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe look. Yeah.
What? The brother, from what I just understood, the brother, or whoever that man is, alluded to there's a health thing with the baby. He sets down the camera because he's a normal human being and says like, hey, like, I guess talk to the side of the wife or the girl, whoever she is. Like, just talk to Jesse about it. And then he's like, oh, a health thing, a bad health thing. And then the guy said like, maybe or something. And then he had the camera down on the golf cart because this is a moment that you don't want to exploit usually. And then so Jesse was like, oh no, you can film it. So that already is odd to me if that's what happened. I'm just trying to put it all together because they're not really Like, the audio is not super clear, but that's what seemed to happen. You're weird for that. If that's what you really just did, you're odd for that. Like, the man tried to have decency to tell you in private, and you're like, no, film it. So I'm guessing we're about to get footage of them being close up together talking about this, or at least Jesse's reaction. Yeah, wouldn't you know? Look at that.
So Jeffrey said there is a result. We were just about to film it.
Trash.
So you did see a health thing?
Yeah.
What was it?
High risk of Down syndrome.
Really?
19 out of 21.
What's that mean?
It's a high risk.
It's like a percentile or something. I don't know.
Probability 19 out of 20 people.
So he wanted to make sure that his reaction was caught on camera, by the way. So you're just slightly odd already, I think, personally, because someone tried to be genuine and set the camera down and you told them to go get the camera. Do you see how you were being kind of a weirdo right there? You don't see that? Okay. Continuing on. Well, you call your girl, your wife or whatever, bro. So I wouldn't expect the highest of IQs here to work with, like, common sense.
Well, that,
I should be nicer.
this chromosomal makeup on this test have Down syndrome. So it could be not.
Did 19 out of 20 have it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's... Alright. I guess we'll wait till after.
right.
Yeah, let's...
I'm guessing he was going right there, all that processing just now. This is the man that's processing. Heck no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be raising a Down syndrome baby. And also, how am I going to come across, like, now that I've allowed him to stick this camera in my face, how am I going to come across in a way that won't piss everyone off? Because I am totally judging people with Down syndrome now, and showing that they're undesirable. So how am I going to show this reaction to people and come across in a caring, genuine, fake genuine way? All of that's processing in his little noodle right there, in the 2.5 seconds there, his reaction.
Did 19 out of 20
He's like,
have it?
oh, I thought it was going to be something like that we could monetize, that I wouldn't mind taking care of, that we might be able to monetize or something. I didn't know it was going to be like a legitimate, like a real health concern. I didn't know that. Those are the thoughts I feel coming from his dome, okay? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's my opinion.
Well, that's...
That- that's what?
I guess we'll wait
That's what?
till
That's
after.
what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's...
tell you, because I don't know. I didn't want to be.
Oh, life just happened to you, didn't it? Life just happened to you. Real life just got real in your face, didn't it? That's interesting. And I'm not at all like, I'm happy that their child, I don't know these people. Keep that in mind, okay? So I don't care either way of, I mean, like, I care that they have a healthy baby, but I don't, like, this is the part of the human that he is that's fake, is like this content side. That's just the initial, I don't even know these people, like I said. That's my initial opinion. It's my opinion. Okay, so.
But I just wanted you guys to know that, or at least somebody to know that before you did the video. And I just don't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, because you might not keep it? Is that what? Genuinely in shock, didn't know how to react. You could have avoided this by, number one, not putting this up for the world to see. No one even needed to see your actual real-time reaction. Didn't need it. We didn't need it. Just didn't need it. And then also, that's why you should have let the man put the camera down. He knew what he was doing. He's probably, I'm guessing this is not the first time that he is helped by filming a video for them or filming content. So my guess is he knows what to capture and what not to. When the man put the camera down, you should have taken the hint, okay? And you just didn't have to even post it.
Yeah, but
I
so
wouldn't
they
want to
said,
tell you.
oh, like the assistant said?
Yeah.
It was like 19...
So that's the assistant. It was like,
19 out of
I'm
20
gonna.
pregnant
Mhm.
mothers.
Sir, the baby has Down syndrome. What else? What are you not comprehending? Okay, get it together. I understand he might be in shock and all that silliness, but it's hard for me to believe that people like this can actually be in shock about anything when they are so fake, or everything about their life is so curated. But and yes, I film content too. Don't you even try it with me, but I'm a real person. That's real life and stuff happening, okay? I am not like that. So moving right along with the reaction.
With that mark or whatever, it comes out, which percentage-wise is like
99, 95.
Yeah.
So,
97.
It could be nothing, but
93 is
I'm just getting, like, I guess, I don't know.
It could be nothing. Are you? Oh, I almost said something. Never mind. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna be canceled so fast. It's not even funny. I almost said something just there. I'm just gonna be quiet. Just for this moment, I'm gonna let that one roll on, and we're gonna move on to the next bit of commentary. Okay?
We'll proceed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, proceed.
We're alright. It's fine. I want to film this.
Well, don't worry.
Genders, everything's fine. It's just there's one of those like health-related things.
What was it?
It's better if we probably film and then talk about it afterwards, or else it'll f*** up.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the moment. There's nothing. It's one of these early test things that like we don't know.
And he tells his wife, "We don't know." It's one of those early test things. We don't know. We don't want to mess up the moment of the gender reveal, so we're gonna leave you in the dark about your child that's growing in your womb right now, just so that we can have your genuine happy reaction, so we can have the video that we need to have. Wife, that's what we're doing. Just so you're up to date. But we didn't update you at all. But just so you're up to date. You're not up to date. Moving on. Back to the parents. This is somebody's parents. I don't know who these people are either.
So is that? Yo, hey! Yeah!
It's a boy.
It was hard to be happy here knowing the grave news. Grave news.
I think...
Alright, we can like really react.
What? He just said, okay, we can really react now. What were we doing before? Were we fake reacting? Were we reacting just for the cameras? What do you mean we can really react now?
Guys.
Congratulations.
And I am happy it's a boy.
Another moment of fakery, and I've only been in one video and there's already fake moments. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's happy. You can back up just to we're all in it now. Yay!
What about you, Mom?
Yay, I don't want this baby. Yay.
What took so long with the grenades over there?
The paper was all the way up on the top.
Oh,
It
so you
wasn't
were.
peeled
Oh,
back.
yeah, that's the only part I was like, it wouldn't matter then.
Why are they all wearing masks? Was this during that era of time? Was this an old like thing that happened, but they've just now? Did this happen a long time ago and they're just now like showing it to the world? I don't know. Who cares? 13 minutes in. What are we doing here? Okay, so
No, it would just burn.
Well, then
that one there took a little bit of reading.
I'm just watching his demeanor the whole time because he's the only one of these four that know the diagnosis right now. So very interesting, his energy. I don't know what his baseline energy is, but just he's in a stupor right here. He has a stupor happening. A stupid stupor.
Maybe when you threw it, it like.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, it just like the impact would like either explode or not come out. You missed Dad with the console because he didn't.
Yeah.
You're supposed to come in. You guys were afraid to come in, and then you broke it off camera.
Right here.
We're trying to avoid talking about
You
it.
two were
No,
standing.
you had to stay. You guys both had to
No,
stand
you weren't.
in.
I saw him. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He was focusing on
Yeah.
that.
You guys were supposed to enter the frame, and then like, yay, it's a boy. Like it was all.
Well, too bad now. They did it the wrong way. It's too bad. So now we're move on.
so run like.
It was a little difficult trying, like, with one there.
It looked like it was gonna be stupid anyway. I mean, like the grenade thing is kind of cool looking. I like that. Like that they threw over the things, but When was this? Hello? I don't understand.
In your moment.
Like once we lit them, there was no going back because we don't have more of those gender neutral ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the smoke grenade was like, there wasn't much we could do about that. It's just at least.
But Ashley needed to know. You don't say. She needed to know about her own baby? Oh my gosh, how dare she?
Destruction, we could have it, but. I mean, it is what it is. Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, Jeffrey said, and I don't, maybe you could speak to this, but there's a Down syndrome chance for the baby, but it's like 95 out of 100% chance.
Now she's crying, and now he is like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I do? Which I mean is valid. Like, these reactions are valid now. I think. Is it valid to cry? Would you guys cry? Can someone please let me know how this works? I don't have little humans that run around or, like, I've never been pregnant. So, can someone tell me how that works? Like, how would you feel? I don't know. I don't know. How would you feel? I don't know. You can still love it. It still needs love. No? Okay.
But, like, we don't know. Again, like, even the gender stuff on these Natera tests, they say it's 99%, but if you actually read testimonials, it's not. Like, there's a lot of people that it's completely the opposite gender. Obviously, we have to look up this specific marker. Is it enough to bank on? It's a higher probability, but we don't know. I mean, it's so early.
The code.
That they have not reached out to you. They had these
They
results.
tried to call us, but they probably busy. I mean, they deal with, you know, it's just, you know how it is these days. We don't know. We don't know where it goes. All this could be just, we don't know, and then everything's fine. Because weren't you saying I was supposed to have Down syndrome?
Well, they were just, that wasn't because of any marker. That was only because of your femur and relationship to the size of your head. And they said that sometimes, I guess, back then was a
This was 100 years ago, and you're asking her about. I mean, at this point, it's just a lot of coping going on and like trying to wrap your brain around it. So I don't blame him for asking or comparing to things like that that seem a little silly. Like, how could you compare 100 years ago? But yeah. Well, I mean, legit, it's not 100 years, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. I was being dramatic.
blood test. You gotta talk to a doctor.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they use some kind of a kit thing, like some kind of know all this. All I can think of is like the one that you do for your dog, like DNA testing your dog. So I'm guessing they did something like that because I've done that for my dog before. That's the only reference I have. Work with me, work with what I have, okay? So I'm guessing they did something for a kid, like for the pregnancy, to see all of these like factoids and stuff about the pregnancy, and they didn't go like to an actual doctor. Just go to a doctor. I don't really understand, like, maybe because it is early, the doctors may not do all of what they want done from that thing. Maybe that's a selling point, like, oh, get the kit to test something earlier than what your doctor. I don't know what test they've used or what they're doing, but it sounds like they use like some kind of kit thing that you mail off and get information about the baby. I don't know. Oh, now they're sitting in the driveway, just done with life, sadly. Not their own, but oh, why did you not want to film this, Jesse? Why did you not want to film this candid moment? We've seen everything else. Never mind, you probably were saying some things there. All we can do is just hope for a miracle at this point. So, with the love emoji, get out of here. Knowing what they did, I'm like, get out of here. So I don't know what They had to have deleted something, I'm guessing, because unless he has a second channel that they actually... Does he have another channel? Because how did the news come across that they did that? I'm gonna say deleted video and see if something comes up. I don't... No, this is like 10 years ago. You deservingly will be judged for this. See, all I see are like other like reaction videos to this. I don't see actual like his video on this. Maybe Reddit would have it. I don't know. Where did he... I'm tempted to go on Dad Challenge podcast video about this, but I didn't watch it because I don't like to watch the same content of like what I'm going to react to before I react to it, because I want my own thoughts and things about it. But I don't really see I don't see any other things unless they did it on a live. I don't know. No. I'm not seeing where he would have... Okay, these are his updates. So on his YouTube, he posted 4 days ago. No, five days ago, he posted, "This week, my wife and I made a very difficult decision." Oh, I guess that's how people knew. To terminate the pregnancy due to trisomy 21. The choice was not... Let's look what that is. I'm guessing it's Down syndrome, but I want to be for sure. So, genetic disorder, presence of an extra, full, or partial copy of a chromosome. So yeah, Down syndrome. The choice was not made lightly. We really appreciate all the personal stories that you guys shared with us, especially the unconditional support we receive from fans no matter what we decide. I know some of you may be very disappointed to hear this news. We are devastated. This has been extremely traumatic for both of us, especially Ashley. She underwent the procedure earlier this week and is on the mend. Thankfully, everything went smoothly, but emotionally, we are drained. Trisomy 21, also known as Down syndrome, is caused by an extra chromosome. It is caused by an error in cell division, like a glitch. The odds of the baby having it are 1 in 1,000. When I first confronted this news, I was shocked but optimistic. Lies, because we just watched You Were Not Optimistic after. Maybe that was still the shock part. Maybe he got optimistic later. I don't know. If they were a little slow intellectually, then we'll make it work. I signed on to be a parent, come what may, but I just didn't fully understand what Down syndrome entailed. Once we made it public, it became clear that most people don't know what Down syndrome entails, and no, it's not the same as autism. 50% of babies with Down syndrome have heart defects, 75% will have hearing challenges, over 50% will have vision problems, impaired immune function, developmental disabilities, learning disabilities, delayed physical development, poor muscle tone, structural issues with face, decreased lifespan, etc. Sadly, the list is long. Feel free to look it up. Down syndrome isn't a quote-unquote blessing. It is an objectively SHITTY from a health... Oh, it is, yeah, that from a health perspective. I didn't realize just how rough it is for the child, let alone the family. More often than not, they would be fully dependent on others for the rest of their life. The miscarriage risk is also close to 50%, which made matters worse that they may never see the light of day, and it puts Ashley further at risk. We spoke with doctors, friends, family, and genetic counselors, and learned that up to 90% of women terminate pregnancy after learning that the baby has trisomy 21. This was way higher than I expected. I thought it would be lower given what that I hear so many say that they would keep or kept the baby, I believe that's because most terminations happen privately. It feels shameful, a lot of judgment being cast. You never think you'd be in this type of situation until it happens to you, and then things change. To all of my fans who've weighed in on this topic, who have autism, Down syndrome, or any other conditions, we appreciate you. You matter a lot, and we are glad you're here. I commend you and your families for having the strength and courage to push forward. What are they supposed to do, jump in the river? As for us, we made a difficult decision that we believe in the long run will be beneficial for our family. Well, duh, yeah. Thankfully, we had a choice. Okay, that felt weird. Thankfully, we had a choice. Felt weird. Felt like an odd sentence here. It will take a little time to move on, but we are excited to try again in the future and hopefully have a better outcome. Better, meaning, okay, love you guys and thank you for understanding. So to say you would have hopefully a better outcome, you just shat in the face of all of the fans that you mentioned up in this part of the paragraph here that have Down syndrome or any other conditions or autism. You just poo-pooed in their face by saying hopefully we'll have a better outcome by having a baby that isn't anything like you. Like, actually, we want 0% of what you are in the next one, so that would be a better outcome. The things like this are never. I don't even think Chat GBT. I can never say it. Chat GPT. I don't even think that thing AI could even come up with something you could say that will sound right and pleasing to anybody with this situation, because what are you saying here? Like, you said thankfully we had a choice. What? So if you didn't, that would have been the end of the world, or what? I understand what you're saying. Like, the baby will have health issues, all these things. But babies can have those without having Down syndrome. They can still have vision, heart defects, this, that. Like, what if the baby was born with just the heart defect? Are you going to say, you know what? Done. Because of you and your defect and the future issues you'll have because of this defect, even if, like, born with a hole in your heart and you need surgery? Nah, we're good. We're good over here. We're going to try for a better outcome. That is odd. You could have left off, first of all, you could have left off the thankfully we had a choice. You could have left out, we made a decision that we believe in the long run is beneficial for our family, because obviously, duh, that's what you do when you have a choice. Obviously, that you choosing that way, either way, we know that you're going to put your family first. We know that you are centered around yourself and your family, so we understand that already. And your current family, not the family that's coming into the world per se, but your current family. You're doing what's best for them, which, hey, if that's how you feel, that's on you. I don't know the family. I don't know the lifestyle. I don't know how they think, their beliefs, anything. I don't. So if they felt that was good for them, okay. You probably just could have left it out, though. Didn't need to say it. And then hopefully we'll have a better outcome, and we're excited to try again in the future, hopefully a better outcome. Could have left off the better outcome part, because you just thanked all the fans that have come to you and told you about their lives, and probably they're opened up about their struggles and everything, and they just told you about all of that, and then you just said, we hope to have a better outcome, meaning we hope to not have one of you. We hope to not have one of you as a baby. So, odd energy. And then the next one was 4 days ago. So the day after that post, he posted, I've never seen such hate and vitriol for two people grieving the loss of their unborn child and making an impossible decision. But thankfully you had a choice, right? It's just, I'm picking apart the wording and, like, the way he's saying some things. That's all. The last 24 hours have exposed a side of humanity that is deeply disturbing. Being called, quote-unquote, monstrous pieces of it evil compared to Hitler, and receiving nonstop death threats. See, that part's not cool. I don't get death threats. Like, I don't understand death threats, is what I mean. Like, I don't know how that, like, you're so mad at somebody, you're gonna send a death threat and things had nothing to do with you. That's odd energy right there. But, yeah. Seeing my 6-year-old dog with stage 4 kidney disease being used as a weapon, manipulating my words and intent in a tweet, or saying, we'll regret this decision forever and I must repent to God, is absolutely insanity. Well, If you ever wanted to marvel at the depravity of people online, just check the replies on my latest tweet. It is a shice show of epic proportions. This is reflective of the current world and landscape we are all living in. What's more troubling is a lot of these people use God or Jesus as their justification for threatening us and wanting to cast us into hell. Seems pretty hypocritical. Now, I'm not one for casting people into hell. It's not really my forte, because I feel like if you cut me off in traffic, you should be up for so that is really not my job to say that kind of a thing. I do know that anytime you share something like this, you can expect that all the religious people are going to come out of the woodwork anyway, so you should just expect that. It's not gonna be pretty. Some of, because I'm a Christian too, but some Christians will just be chill about it, like, oh, praying for you, this must be hard. That's all you have to say, Christians. That's all you had to say. But casting them into hell, a bit much. It's a bit overdone there, just a bit off. So many saying they would have kept the child, put it up for adoption, or are suddenly ready to adopt a Down syndrome child. That's great. You can do all those things. However, many of the people throwing stones don't even have children, let alone one with a condition, and most likely will never do the things they say they're going to do. That's valid too. Because a lot of people, it's easy to say, oh, I would have kept it. I would have, until you're in the situation, because maybe if they were asked that like years ago, would they have kept? Maybe they would have said, yes. Oh, yeah, with all this technology and all the new things going on and research, it should be fine. We have more than enough money. We can get it the best care in the world. So, yeah, we'd keep it. So, until you're confronted with it, I do agree. You don't know what you would do. There has been some heinous, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Heinous SHIT said about my wife and I on some extremely large accounts. It baffles me that there are such trashy people who have significant followings. That's what I was thinking about him, actually, about Jesse himself. I was just like, how did you gain a following? Just looking at this one video, like, what is going on? Can you guys run my numbers up? Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It actually reverses my depression. So if you can go ahead and do that now, thank you so much. You be blessed. You be blessed, child. Be blessed. If you can't contribute anything meaningful to the conversation aside from just insults, then don't post. Just don't post. On the other hand, there's been tremendous stories of people who have kept their Down syndrome babies, and that's awesome. Very courageous, and they do look very happy. That is your choice, and I support it. This was ours, and we can do that. It's very easy to accept the differences between us, and it has no actual bearing on your life. Remember that too. When you guys are going through things online and looking at other people live their lives, it actually has nothing to do with you, unless they personally attack you physically, like legitimately. These are strangers, so just remember that part. You can always have an opinion. I think it's good to have an opinion. I think that it's good to say your opinion out loud, get it out in the world, let it circulate, but chill, okay? What shocked me most of all was that this story has become mainstream news. A couple's can I say that word? Termination is suddenly newsworthy in 2026. There are over 1 million terminations every single year for a myriad of reasons. This is happening on a daily basis in quotes, and is the most common outcome for trisomy, okay? 21. Yet this blows up and people are surprised. Yeah, because you have 4 million followers and anything, and that's still not really like that heard of. Even if people are doing it, it's usually not going to be people with a large following and a lot of money. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people that feel too that because you have such a large following and a lot of money that you make online, that you would have more than enough support, and be able to get enough support to where it would not faze the child as much as somebody with lesser funds and resources having to take care of a special needs child. That probably factors into their decision as well. So I feel like, I just feel like that might factor in a little bit, the financial part. And that might be why people are outraged, because at that point, with 4 million followers just on YouTube, you could probably work something out there. You could probably work something out as far as care for the child, the extra needs. But I'm not saying they should have kept it. Like, I'm not saying, I mean, that's where I more lean to, but I'm still trying to be very unbiased, but it's kind of hard at the same time, because I love little babies. I love babies. And I'm sure they do too on some other more selfish level, but still, I think that they do love kids. That's why they're trying to have one. The reason this blew up is quite simple. It's because nobody talks about it. I can't blame people for not talking about these vulnerable experiences publicly, because you see the disgusting backlash that ensues. It's very divisive. Listen, you're not gonna do this to me today. Divisive? That doesn't sound right either. I speak English most days. I think it's divisive.
Divisive.
Divisive. Oh. Anyway, it's very divisive. Luckily, after 20 years on the internet, this is par for the course. Par the course? I thought it was par for the... Anyway, for me taking on the crazies, so I'm glad I can help further the conversation. Are you really glad? I don't think you're glad. I don't think you're glad that you can further this conversation. Sounds like you're upset, and you don't want people to be talking about it in the mainstream. That's what it sounds like. You didn't say, oh, great, this is great. You said, how is this mainstream media will get over it and accept the followers that you're probably going to get anyway from all of this. That's exactly why I wanted to share this story. People still need to see vulnerability and hear the raw truth. Real and raw, baby. There is real suffering going on, and it is being done in silence and fear. So many mothers have reached out privately, commending us on our bravery to speak truthfully about this topic, and we really appreciate the support. We want you to feel less alone in this and less ashamed. Okay, that's good. There has never been a more important time to speak up about things that matter. Do not let the vocal minority stop you from sharing your truth. To those who have been affected by this or are confronted with a similar situation in the future, we have your back, and please feel free to reach out. I'm sure this will follow us a while, especially when we're trying for a kid in the near future. Oh, you bet. You know it's going to follow you like a shadow, okay? This will follow you forever, basically. It will dwindle down, but it'll crank back up once you start having more kids. Each time you have a kid, people are going to remind you of this whole thing. It's just going to be a thing. Like, I don't think you'll be able to stop the fire of it all. This is just attached to you now. Because you know why? I literally typed in YouTube because I saw his post. I saw this post about him and his wife, like, YouTuber terminates pregnancy, whatever. But I didn't remember his name. So I just typed in YouTuber who gets blank, ABORTIONE or whatever, and it literally like auto-filled the rest for me. So this is going to follow you for quite some time, yes. Anyway, I can't wait to see all of these words get minced and twisted again so people can grow their followings and stir outrage. It's a natural ecosystem after all. Bottom feeders have to get their meal too. Sir, keep your rage. Calm down. Hopefully our story has inspired others to open up more and we can all find understanding. At the end of the day, I'm grateful that the discourse about our discussion has spread so wide. No, you're not, so stop lying. You could actually just be a real person and not lie. We can understand that as well, okay? It's clearly a very important and sensitive topic, one that needs to pay more attention to. That we need to pay more attention to. Thank you to everyone who's been supportive during this difficult time in defending our choice as parents. It means more than you'll ever know. Also, my wife is a baddie. Not only does she go through this trauma, but she's dealing with all the freaks on the internet in stride. Love you, babe. Let's look to the future. And there's an emoji of a baby. All right. Well, Should we read what other people are saying under their comment? I mean, the comments under this. We only have 3.9 thousand comments to work with, people. Grieving the loss. Oh, the first one's coming in hot. They said, grieving the loss, you murdered your baby. Well, there's that. People said to that, what if you had a Down syndrome child? Someone said, I have a family member with it. Nothing's wrong. What are you implying? That is massive burden, and your family member who takes care of them will never have a normal life. Yeah, wait until that family member is 50 years old. Nothing but a financial, emotional, and medical burden to themselves, family, yourself, and everyone around them. Wow, that's horrible. This is why we need eugenics. You made your lives a spectacle, now live it. That is the only comment that should be here. Because every time he gets all like swarmy, yes, I made up a word, and I'd like to talk to my boyfriend right now and tell him that is a word, in fact, because he tried to correct me, and swarmy is a word. So, and I pronounce it differently each time. But he tried to get all swarmy and sassy with people, like, oh, this made mainstream news, and this shouldn't even make the news, and whatever. But I'm, at the same time, he'll say, I'm glad it did because I can talk about it, but also be quiet if you don't have anything good to say. Like, which way you want it? How do you want it? How do you feel? Isn't that the words? How do you want it? But yeah, like, what? Exactly. You made your lives a spectacle, now live it. That's what needs to be on neon sign on the wall for him every day. He needs to look at that. You made your life as a spectacle, now live it. That, we don't need to say anything else. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. Like, someone else said, so we're gonna, Cubby fan 69, you sir, ma'am, you got it there today. You're nasty. I see that 69 at the end of your thing. You're nasty. Love you. There was no miscarriage. You killed your baby because there was a chance of it not being perfect in your eyes. What's pathetic is that you spend all kinds of money on this disabled dog, but yet kill the baby because the baby had a chance of being Down syndrome. Disgusting humans. Ooh, 26 likes. Oh, someone else said, I don't think I was ready for these comments. I was not prepared. Oh, I don't even have my light on. I'm really not prepared. Does that help anything? Does that help the situation? I feel like it was better that way. Yeah, we'll do that. Someone said, I ripped my child into pieces for having Down syndrome. Why am I getting death threats? Wee. Someone said, they said in response to that one, you all lack empathy for criticism. Oh, for criticism, my decision of killing a child. Bro, what is he saying? Yeah, that's the thing, was it'd be different if she miscarried and it was out of their control. This was very much in your control, and you even bragged about having the choice. So the compassion's going to be a little bit lacking on the end of the people, the general public, because ASMR. That's so rude, Vega. Why are you doing ASMR in the middle of... Okay, we'll get back to the show. I'm so sorry. ADHD. Anyway. To all the people with Down syndrome out there, you are loved, you are cherished, you are beautiful, and you are worthy of life. Your value is not determined by your abilities, your chromosomes, or whether someone else thinks your life might be difficult. You matter simply because you are human. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. The monsters that tell you your life is less are wrong. Worthless are wrong. Your existence has meaning. Your life has dignity, and you deserve the same love, respect, and opportunities as anyone else. Oh, that's such a beautiful comment, Susie Q9628. Thank you so much for sharing that. Just a quick reminder that Mcjuggernuggets, Jesse, that guy or whatever, and his wife spent literal thousands to save that dog that had cancer. Difference is the dog is born and alive. The fetus isn't a living being. Hope this helps. That doesn't help, actually, because it's still a being even as a fetus. But that's one of those people that doesn't believe, like, you're alive until you're, like, walking around or something. I don't know. That's hard, because I didn't know that they had a dog with disabilities. So apparently it sounds like the dog with disabilities is being well cared for, but they didn't want a child with disabilities. And it is hard work. I've had a dog that's had like special needs and stuff as he aged, and that is hard work, but I still loved him so much. And you know, you love your pets and you love your little peoples that pop out your vag too. I just don't understand it. Cheers for that, but we are angry. Yes, some of us get angry. We know society is pushing for our extinction or eradication, and we are not going quietly. I don't know who that is there. Jesse and his media girl, should never attempt another kid again. Someone said facts. What does that mean? Thankfully they will. There's more to this. There's more to these people than just this story, I'm guessing. Because why did somebody say media girl in quotes like she's not a real wife or girlfriend? The plot thickens. I do tell you what. To all the people with Down syndrome, keep your light shining. You have no idea how much your presence can change someone's day for the better. I've never met a person with Down syndrome and thought that is a bad person. Most are happy, charming, and loving people. That's what I think. I've never seen a person with Down syndrome like just not functioning, not happy. Like, not saying not functioning, but like I've never seen them discouraged or, I mean, they're always happy. Is that part of it? I don't know these things, but it's just odd, this whole situation. Like, to have that choice and make the choice and then tell people, yeah, we had that choice, thankfully. And yeah, thank you. I still can't get over what stands out the most to me is him saying, like, thank you thank you all the people that have Down syndrome and autism and stuff for supporting us, and we hear you, we hear your stories, blah, blah, blah. Then in the very next paragraph or 2 paragraphs down being like, we're gonna hope for better odds next time, like a better outcome. Wow. You wouldn't be grieving if you didn't do this. You don't deserve to grieve. You did this. 25 likes. Ironic you hold up death threats as something that disturbs you while actually killing your own child. Well, woo. Welly well, welly well. This is one of those moments where they probably could have just kept this whole thing like, hey, something happened. We decided to terminate. There will not be a continued pregnancy resulting in a child. Well, the child's already there, but you know what I mean. They could have worded it some kind of way. Just be like, hey, you won't be seeing this kind of content because we've made a decision. We don't want to go into details. That would have saved you right there. How many words? We don't want to go into details. Those are syllables, Vega. Okay, I think that's like 7 words, whatever. So it's like, that would have saved you right there. Just be quiet, maybe sometimes. Be quiet. That's always an option. You don't have to share every singular little cell with the world of what happens. Well, I shouldn't say every cell. My goodness. I am not trying to be funny, you guys. I am not. This is like quitting your job and complaining you have no job. Like, bro, you chose to end your own child. A literal choice. That's what somebody said. I lost my 20-week baby girl due to a blood clot that had formed in her umbilical cord. I had zero choice in the matter. You do not get to grieve when you choose to end your baby's life. Well, yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it, folks? It's looking that way. They said, somebody down here said, we've seen the darkest side of humanity. Ninja, you are the darkest side of humanity. Ironic, you can't really say anything for implying a racial slur. I'm black, nice try deflecting from the point, though. Not deflecting from the point. Also, how do you know if they're really black or not, especially since you got a white person in your profile picture? I don't know what they're talking about now. They just went off into another thing. But yeah. Did you not monetize all of it? Did you not get rid of what was perceived was not convenient? What you perceive not convenient? To be honest, there's no way I would ever know about this if you weren't monetizing tragedy. If that could be right under the neon sign that we have going for him that says you chose this life or whatever, now deal with it, right under there, if it weren't monetized, we wouldn't know about it. Like, if you didn't monetize tragedy, we wouldn't know about it. You can put that right there. Like, why do they not get this? Why do they not understand? You don't have to tell people. You can still just, you have many choices in this life. You can just do what the heck you're going to do and not tell people about it. You could say, hey, something went on. There was a complication. We had to do this. Whatever wording you want to use, you can just say, hey, everybody, F off. We don't have a baby coming anymore. F off. F you and your family. Like, whatever you want to say. You don't even have to go into detail. You don't have to film your reaction to the detail and then try. My thing is, he's like trying to figure out how can he come across genuine and not hurtful to people with Down syndrome while he's in the moment trying to wrap his mind around how his baby has it, or most likely will have it. At the same moment, you should have let that man set that camera down. Let Larry or Todd, whoever that man's name is, keep the camera away from you. But no, you had to get the close shot, like the close-up. You had to get the wife and you sitting down on the ground, patty caking, talking about it. You had to just... I don't know. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna try to find if they talked about anything with, if they had an interview at all. Okay, E! News reported it. Okay, this one here. Influencer couple speaks out after ending pregnancy. I said teen, I'm sorry. Ending pregnancy due to Down syndrome diagnosis.
Sometimes when you record
This is from TMZ, so yeah.
your lives in real time this way, it can take unexpected turns that can really be emotionally gut-wrenching. And I'm just wondering how you feel about the fact that you now have this all recorded, you've posted it, and it lives with you. I'm wondering what your reaction is about all that.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. I've been doing
Continuing to monetize it, by the way, by being interviewed by TMZ. If you had something you wanted to say, you do have a literal YouTube channel with a lot of followers, so.
concept for 20 years now.
So let's go back. Okay.
Reaction is about all that.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. I've been doing concept for 20 years now. For the first half, it was a lot of fictional stuff like series and whatnot. There is not an unexpected, but just a harsh turn in being so vulnerable on camera and sharing it. You know, you open yourself up to scrutiny, and with this topic, you know, we really...
Yes, that's good wording as well. Let's put that, we're going to get a neon board going. Right under all those other things, we're going to put, you did this to yourself or whatever. Like, you opened yourself up. He already said it. You opened yourself up to this. Because literally no one would know what's going on if you didn't overshare and try to monetize the grief and the tragedy.
We wanted to let people in on our excitement to be first-time parents. And, you know, we're met with the news, and we felt we still needed to be transparent with our audience, and then it's taken on a life of its own outside of our bubble.
And I feel like sharing what we have, you know, this far is something I will never regret. I don't regret, you know, sharing our truth and our journey to starting a family.
I will say it was really...
Here's another thought too. It kind of makes you wonder, what would they do if, God forbid, now I hope never happens to them or anyone, but what would they do if they had a perfectly healthy baby with no diagnosis coming out of the womb, and then suddenly there was something that happened, or like maybe something the doctors missed, or something that develops later that the child gets that's similar to this, or an accident or something, and God forbid, I'm not at all wishing this on them, so shh your mouth, okay? But I'm saying, I wonder what their reaction would be then, because the baby would be out in the world, they would, like, and you would already have seen and bonded with the child, and then something out of nowhere happens. Like, that stuff can happen too. You have to think of that too. It's not just about getting the baby out and having a perfect little baby, like, pass all the tests and that's a lifetime still commitment that you don't have any idea what can happen next. So I'm just wondering. That's a curiosity, what their reaction would be, how they would handle that type of a situation.
Difficult to watch both of you just break down for several minutes as you read the test results. Did you ever think about you could be transparent in telling your audience, your followers, what the test results were without showing them you actually opening the test results? That was the part that just felt. I felt like it was invasive. Like I shouldn't be watching this pain that this couple is going through like this.
Yeah, we grappled with that.
Yeah, he's asking, why would you monetize such a thing?
But if,
I can shorten up the interview really quickly.
you know,
we grappled with that.
we did, but
Did
if,
you grapple?
you know, this is such a common thing that happens, and I feel like if you were a fly on the wall with anybody receiving any type of news like this, that we reacted the same as everyone else. We just decided to share it.
And we really thought it was going to be good, so that's why we were filming it. But then after it turned the way it did, I because I have to upload everything, I throw it in the editor, and I'm just like, is this going to be a net positive or net negative? And I feel uncomfortable. She's bawling, we're emotional, it's so vulnerable. And then I thought that people aren't showing this ever because it's so hard and you open yourself up to the bad, but I feel like the world is almost lacking in that vulnerability with the death threat.
Well, you probably should have started the video out talking like that, like a sit down like this. Hey guys, this is about to be a very hard video, but I feel like it's on a topic that we don't talk about enough, blah blah blah. That would have even felt more genuine, you were not just trying to monetize the moment. I don't know. It's weird.
Threats and everything. It has been shocking. Close people to us, very judgmental, religious based, saying we're gonna burn in hell. We deserve to die.
I don't deserve to be a mother because of, the decision that we just made.
Yeah, we had a gate installed. I have a gun next to my nightstand because it's been getting so ridiculous. And they've been coming to emails, DMs.
Don't tell people where you keep your blick, okay? Don't tell people where it's at.
You name it. It's been, we've seen the darkest side of humanity through this process.
Hopefully you get pregnant again and everything works out. Are you going to be as transparent this time around as you were last?
They'll say yes.
I don't know. I'm still living in this, obviously. So it's definitely something that we'll think about moving forward, but I never not want to be transparent.
Yeah, just how hateful it's become has definitely caused a bit of a shift in our vulnerability, but we want to keep pushing forward and remember, that it is helping people. And for better or worse, the conversation that's being had online is one of the most important topics. Everyone wants is part of a family, potentially wants to start one, and this is something that we're two perfectly normal people. We'd never imagined confronting having a child with Down syndrome, and
could have left that out as well. We're perfectly normal people. Didn't consider having a non-normal, abnormal, subnormal. You could have left normal out of there. Just say you don't have it. And where's the PR team? Are they on vacation? Are they on vacation? What's happening?
You don't think it'll happen to you, and then it does, and you like to think you know what you do in that situation, just given the information that you know, but there was so much that we were unaware of and how hard it was.
And I really want to be here to advocate for all the women in my DMs, and I just
don't need you. That's fine. They don't need you to advocate. You're good. You could just do what you're doing now.
I feel for them, and I see them, and we all relate to each other, and I just want to be that voice for them to say, it's scary out there, but like the more that we put ourselves out.
The feeling I get is that the crying is more from you getting the death threats than you not having a child anymore. That's like the feeling it gives, this interview at least. Kind of an odd feeling. Kind of odd.
There and say that this is a normal thing that, you know, we could talk about. And yeah, I just want to help them in any way that I can.
They don't need your help. You're good. You can go back to relaxing. I just feel a little bit like the crying is more for what they are enduring. It's about them. It's not about the kid. It's they would have had to take care of the child for the rest of its life. They would have been inconvenienced. Trips would look different. They would have to be accommodating. Everything would look different. It's almost as if you had a child and the world changed or something. But anyhow, I feel more swayed against them as I'm watching these things, just because of the wording of Jesse's like actual responses, his like indignant little responses, and his like just his ego. And I'm just getting a lot from this. I'm getting a lot from him here, more so than the wife even. But yeah, I'm really interested to watch this video though, Dad Challenge podcast video about this. He's really good at I've been a freaking fan for years and years and years of Josh on the Dad Challenge podcast, but he's so good at putting together the videos and stuff, like getting the backstory or getting the live reactions, like his own reactions, I mean, but getting more of like the picture of who it is he's talking about and all that. So, I mean, he's good at, like, he has somebody, I think, that finds videos and stuff for him. So, like, put it together to where it makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, put the videos, I don't know how I'm trying to say it. But, yeah, this is not, I mean, there are so many videos. What is happening? Like, there's so many videos on this. So I'm trying to see where else I can find. Oh, these are just, I don't want to see those. He looks different with short hair, I will say. Okay. What is this?
Jesse Ridgway, aka Mcjuggernuggets. He's mostly famous on YouTube for his site.
Yeah. I don't see the results of the amnio. Yeah, okay, so this might be...
It is a dark, dreary day, guys. I just had a full body MRI.
Okay, so I think this is his other video. I mean, his other channel then. So we got here. It just took me a minute because we got here, okay? Let me see what this video is.
Not what this is, but
12 days ago, 158,000 views. We finally got, after an agonizing month and a half, we finally got definitive results on our child, if it will have Down syndrome or not.
I literally pulled
9-minute video, so we'll see.
in. I was like, get the camera ready. It's right before Memorial Day weekend. We got the results back. These are the fish results, they're called. They're just like temporary. It basically gives you like a yes or no. Like, it gives you an answer without the, we don't need the details. We pretty much have to, we don't even know if we're going to hear back right now. It's later on a Friday. We got called and I was away and we wanted to do this together. It's a big deal. If we don't get her now, we're gonna have to wait the 3-day weekend and not get an answer till Tuesday.
I've been like dying waiting for you to get home.
She's like,
so at this point, they just know whatever that kit or whatever said from that first video we watched. They don't know for sure from a doctor. So I think that's what this test result is, just to get an answer.
4 months pregnant right now, so there's a lot riding on this. It's high stakes. We're gonna find out if the baby has Down syndrome confirmed or the baby's normal and it was a false positive. That's
might not want to use verbiage like normal when talking about special needs and such. I hope I didn't make that mistake. If I did, you have to allow me to apologize here. But what? find out if the baby's normal, he just said. Oh my goodness. This tells you the thinking behind the human, okay? They're calling children with like normal without it. Like, yeah, that's, I mean, that is what it is, but I mean, not like that. Like, what?
It's a scary thing, guys. Is we're both like, we both feel like it's going to be good news and the baby's normal, even though the odds were stacked against us. So like, we will both be gutted if it is bad news. I'll definitely be, before I was able to be like, oh, it'll be fine.
Okay, let's just call.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, ready?
Put it on speaker.
Yeah.
Put it on speaker. We gotta monetize this.
Come on. I don't want to have to wait the full weekend. Come on, dude.
I'm unable to answer my phone right now, but you can leave me a message.
Probably got out at 5 type shit.
Yeah, I think that's why she called me twice, because she's like,
4 p.m. Monday through Friday.
oh,
To be continued. Ashley was not giving up.
I'm desperate.
Whether it's good or bad, we just want to know at this point. It's been a long month and a half.
Can I just scroll down for a moment, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen watching me? Can I just scroll down and check the comments on that normal, if we're having a normal child? Let me just see if anybody clocked. Yeah, just saying like some things don't need to be filmed. We'll go back to that after a minute here. Actually, I need a bathroom break, so. Okay, I'm back. I got cold, so now I have this over me, but don't worry. I'm still cold. Okay, this is the one we need to see. Okay, let's get back to it.
Since you guys saw us find out the gender and then that bad news, I didn't share this publicly, but we did have an ultrasound done around a month ago, and we looked at the NT, or the nuchal translucency or something. Basically, there's this like thin line on the ultrasound that denotes sometimes if the baby is more likely to have Down syndrome or not. Facial features, the bones, that NT looked normal, was within normal range, so we were like pretty happy about that. We did the amniocentesis just a couple days ago, and it was pretty extreme. They did injections into her stomach area. They stuck a big needle right into one side, and the baby actually rolled over into the needle. It was terrifying. They then had to do a whole nother injection.
It was painful.
But thank you guys for all the support, and I think we.
Oh, is that the dog back there that people said has special needs? I want to know more about this dog. I don't know.
We could be about to find out right now.
I know, I'm already crying, and I don't know why.
When they did the amnio, they do it ultrasound guided. It's now a month later from our other ultrasound. This ultrasound, everything looked normal. Everything looked healthy.
They said everything looked normal. That's just not us just saying it.
Yeah.
They said everything looked normal.
Also, one of the nurses said they have been seeing a handful of false positives from these tests. So there's another.
Oh my god.
This could be it. I don't know.
Dang. She doesn't have.
So we tried hitting up her doctor, all this crazy stuff. Turns out the hospital just sends all her stuff to LabCorp. I'm quite familiar with, because I've been doing a lot of testing myself through there. Can I get props though?
Change anything.
I gotta get props for that. I mean, come on.
Are you ready?
Just can we?
This is where we're doing it.
Just the lead up. It's been 3 minutes. Just get to the, like, you gotta just, I'm surprised the video's not 10 minutes, because I thought it had to be 10 minutes to get monetized or whatever, but it's 9 minutes and 41 seconds, but just get.
Right where the prostitutes bled.
Hoping for good luck, just like we did at the casino.
I'm scared. Please. I'm scared to hit it, to be honest. I'm very
So you can see that this means a lot, is what I'm gathering from this one, is that this means a lot. This is earth-shattering, because they probably already know the direction that they were going to take. Even at this time, honestly, I feel like they know, because it's probably a topic that has come up since the first, like, test results showing, like, oh, it's 19 out of 21 chromosomes, or whatever the thing was. And, like, so that's come up. So now they're crying and emotional and scared because they know what they're going to do. If you knew that you were keeping it either way, you'd probably still be scared though, but their reaction just feels a little more like they know what's ahead if the results are not normal.
So I don't know what. I guess we want to see negative, and that's a good thing. Like I'm assuming it'll be trisomy 21 again, right? I mean, I don't know. No matter what happens, it'll be okay.
Yeah, not no matter what happens, we're gonna love it and take care of it and stuff. It's no matter what happens, we will be okay. Interesting.
We'll get through it. I know it'll be hard if it's bad.
I know, I just hope this nightmare is over.
Here we go. Thought we're gonna see the result. I have to download the official report. Abnormal insight result. Consistent with trisomy 21. No.
What is it? Wait. Where are you seeing this? Oh.
No.
Let me see. I can't see it.
It says abnormal.
I feel bad for the woman too. Like, I wonder if one of them wanted this and one didn't. That could also be. I wonder. I wonder if one of them wanted to terminate and one didn't. But it didn't feel like that during the interview with TMZ. At least felt like both of them were fine with this.
Insight result.
Not fine. I'm not saying fine, like unscathed emotionally. I mean, both of them obviously were okay with it if it happened. So.
There are 3 chromosome 21 signals consistent with trisomy 21 Down syndrome. Genetic counseling is recommended. Pattern consistent with trisomy 21.
Yeah, let's just film the wife breaking down.
Hey.
That's sad. The wailing and the, like, can we just not show her in this state? Can we just let her have this moment here without the internet being a thing? Can we just let her grieve or whatever she's doing in her brain, like whatever she's feeling? I didn't mean it to sound bad just now. I meant whatever she's feeling. Can we just let her have that? Do we need to film her breaking down? And then they act like it's a death sentence. Like, the baby can still be born. You know that, right? Like, you know the baby, you can still have your baby. It's just gonna be a little spicy. That's all. And, you know, I don't know much about it, but from what he said, I read they could have the, you know, what I read earlier, like the effects and things that they could have. But, or side effects of, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't right now. But yeah. I mean, she is acting like somebody just took the baby. Makes you wonder what they cut out of the video, because there was a cut that just happened, and then she's been crying all this time. They obviously don't care about showing her crying, so, or he doesn't care about showing her crying, so, like, what did you cut out there? What was said there?
Why?
Not the result we wanted to see, guys. I started to get kind of a not good feeling just when the results were sitting here. That's why I didn't want to open them. I started to feel really uncomfortable about it. Just kind of in shock, like, truly. We talked before this, guys, about what would we do if we confronted this scenario. Because this was the more likely scenario. We talked about terminating the pregnancy. Obviously, things could change because this is traumatic, like very traumatic. And I know you guys even watching this, this is traumatic for the whole community. I think now that we have a definitive result, we'll talk with these counselors and we're gonna have some hard conversations.
Typically, if the initial fish result.
Well, yeah, okay, so that makes more sense about her reaction then. So they've already determined that if the child were to have the results of Down syndrome, then they would be terminating. So that's why she's crying like the baby's been ripped from her, because literally it has in her mind, because she will terminate. And they've already decided this. So yeah.
Shows trisomy 21, the final full karyotype or microarray analysis also confirms it in more than 99% of cases.
It's just all very overwhelming and confusing to navigate. Ashley's almost halfway through this thing. Not saying we force it, but like the kid seemed healthy, and there's been stories where the kid comes out and is like super functional, and so it's like, I don't know. There's just a lot to digest, and we're not really going to be doing that in this video. We just wanted to let you guys in on what the results were. Where's your head at? Just sad.
Where do you think her head is? Where's your head? Like, the woman's bawling her eyes out. Where's your head at? She's not okay. The woman's not okay right now. Regardless, she needs some therapy, okay? You probably need some too, but she really needs some therapy right now, because this was traumatic as well. But the decision right away, they already knew that they would terminate at this point. Like, I don't know.
It just got way more scary now. I have nothing else to say.
Well, guys, we're going to take some time to process this and figure out what's going on. If we're a little radio silent for a bit after this comes out, hope you understand, you'll know why. Just things have been pretty dark for a while for us, and we thought this was going to be a nice little ray of sunshine, and it's not. Sorry to be crying, dude, it's a lot.
Oh, man. I bought boy clothes because I was so sure.
She said, I bought boy clothes because I was so sure. Okay. It just doesn't, I don't know.
And then I had the nursery picked out. I was ready. I had to start all over. The start of our journey, you know, of just trying to start a family. This is how it starts.
A lot of people, it's not easy.
You could
ever,
still,
you know?
You could still have a family, babes. You could have still had a family. Just, it's like you're choosing to go through this, like, loss. It's a choice, though. Still, even if it was going to be extremely hard, that's still a choice you made. You still went through the loss. You still chose, like, I don't know, mans. It's just not sitting well. I just don't know exactly. But then I can't say too much because I'm not in the scenario and situation. But his comments are a little strange. His comments have been strange. Like, if the baby's normal, there's ways to say it, you know, and then to act like you're coming and, like, so happy for, not coming for your fans, but it's like you're so happy about having all these fans with Down syndrome and stuff like that, then the next minute you're like crapping on that, like, oh, hope we have better odds. I don't know.
Whether it's a miscarriage out the gate, you know, or something like this, or can't even get pregnant, like she said. I mean, I know it's hard to look at, like, silver linings, but I mean, the fact that you can get pregnant is good. We weren't sure, and it was instant. We don't know why this happens. Maybe it is a birth control over a decade. Maybe it is just random genetic sequencing, and it glitches, you know, just like cancer cells. Like sometimes it's just we don't know. So I'm gonna kill the camera. Love you, Jays, to death. We'll get through this and well, you guys know what shakes down. Keep it Ridgway, guys. It is a dark.
Okay, he is just disgusting for still saying keep it Ridgy or some whatever tagline. I'm guessing that's his tagline for videos. You're odd for still saying that with your wife in the corner, like balled up and like inconsolable. I can't with the words today. And losing her mind, and you're gonna talk about keep it Ridgy, guys, or whatever. You know you don't have to end every video like the same if it's something traumatic, right? You know you can skip that part and try to look like a real human. Or is that him coping? Is he in shock? Is that why he just did that for some normalcy? Let's go straight to the comments again. All children deserve parents, but not all parents deserve children. Announcing you're ending your unborn child's life while monetizing it is demonic. Yeah, you're monetizing it and then announcing you're gonna like end the life, but you're still monetizing. Wealthy parents monetizing the murder of an imperfect child is beyond dystopian. Yeah, that also could be the neon sign. 1.9k likes on that comment, Mr. X Jeep. Earning money off murdering your unborn child is sick and demonic. Some things don't need to be filmed. That's simply all that is. Some things don't need to be filmed. Like her wailing and crying her eyes out. Like that is some serious trauma. And that precious baby profiting off you murdering your baby is absolutely disgusting. Rest in peace to the beautiful baby and hopefully to y'all's careers. Traumatic is finding out your baby has no heartbeat at 8-week ultrasound, not that your baby has Down syndrome. And what did the person say that? Truth, went through that 3 times. Oh, God bless that person, Melissa. And I pray that it does not happen to her ever again with her future children if she has more coming up. The diagnosis revealed the child's condition. The video revealed yours. Oop. And I think with that would have to be on the banner, and we'd just fly that banner across America. Monetizing your decision to murder your innocent child is a new level of evil I don't think anyone's capable of. Genuinely the most dystopian and disturbing video I've seen on YouTube. Truly evil. 4 months. Yeah, like, so you're gonna abort it at 4 months. The baby didn't even have a chance at life. Then he clicked post. Exactly. Not only did they end their child's life, they're making money off of it. What terrible people. Why did you think film, edit, and post this? I weep for the society we have become. Don't speak for us all. We didn't become anything. We have not done that. We are not in the chat, I guess, because no, you person who made that comment, you're not part of, you and the people that made this video, totally opposite. You're good. I think you're good. I think they are out there. But I know it sounds like I sympathize. It's like I sympathize with just the part where she's like wrecked, like the wife, like she's just totally mentally wrecked. And that's literally how they see it, is like, there's no choice. We had to do this. They say they had a choice, but really did they give themselves the choice? I wonder how long of a conversation that was, honestly, to go from, oh, the baby has this, and then they went away from cameras. That's the stuff off screen we didn't see, is how long was that debate, or was there even a debate about keeping the child after knowing the diagnosis? So I don't know if that was a long debate. Having a merch link in the same video where you announce an abortion is diabolical. Things have been pretty dark for us. Imagine being the baby. Someone says, I have Down syndrome. Child calls me da. Says unsum when she wants some of my drink. Says tank ooh when she gets what she wants. She misses us when we're gone. She cries when it's dark. God have mercy on you. The only one who deserves to live is your child. Ooh. Don't forget that he also had the video edited and reviewed before clicking post. Zero shame. He also had this video edited. Okay. This is the creepiest video I've seen in a long time due to zero emotion. Yeah, let's dive into that one. I don't even know why he posted this. brother wanted to end the child's life, man. This is super dark. 0, he wanted to abort the baby regardless. And yeah, now I'm saying abort, so I don't know what that does to what we've got going here. I don't know. I agree. Look at the video. Disgusting clickbait thumbnail. We may lose the baby. I think this was the plan all along, to profit. Truly sick people. The fact they are twisting it and saying they lost the baby is straight up. No, they straight up murdered him. I'm so glad you mentioned this. I understand him being upset and not knowing what to do, but his eyes held no emotion. Not to his partner. It felt like he did not care in the slightest. His psycho series self wasn't even an act. He was just that stupid, selfish, and evil. It made me nauseous. Down syndrome should never be a death sentence. It's still a precious child. Was still a precious child that deserves to live. Disgusting decision that will haunt you for your conscience. God have mercy. The choice will haunt your conscience. God have mercy. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone that agrees with their decision. And I'm thinking I understand now. I understand fully. Yep, I do. They are kind of sick in the head. So I do hope they get the help they need from this and from whatever's wrong with them in general. Just this whole thing is just like odd to me, because that's still a baby. Like, you still could have had talking about, oh, I was so ready, I had the nursery. It's gonna take a little more than just having a nursery, but I was so ready. Like, somebody commented, I saw in one of the comments, I don't know under which one it was, which video, but it said she said I was so ready, and then they're like, no, she wasn't. And apparently not, because you have to be ready for all of the outcomes. It's very, very creepy to phrase it like that too, like you lost the baby, when it's a loss that you determined, like you made the loss happen. Okay, I think we're done here. I just feel disgusting now just watching all of this. God bless the baby. We know the baby's in heaven, guys, so don't even worry about the baby. But it is sad to see still that people think certain things make you not worthy of living, and then to turn around and say you want to be like this, not spokesperson, but you want to you want to be like this voice in the community of people that have aborted their babies because of Down syndrome or something. Like, what? Like, you're glad this came up to be such a popular thing because now you can like give a voice to this. I don't really think this is one of those underrepresented things going on in the world. I don't really feel like it is like, oh, this isn't talked about. I think that's more of just you and your own, everyone's personal morals or whatever, whether they would want to terminate or not. I don't think it's really something that needs to be like brought up and something you need to raise awareness for. I don't really feel that. I think that's just you trying to like spin it to something positive when you could have done that if you had kept the baby. That would have been the difference. And you still could have monetized the baby. You would have had, the Down syndrome baby. Like, you would have monetized the heck out of that baby. So you still could have done that and just kept it and just monetized off of it, which would be equally as gross, probably. Or, it'd be very disgusting of you to do that, but it seems like that's what you wanted to do, and you will monetize whatever child you have. I'm sure you will. But, it just seems odd that, you just come out with, like, as if it's a death sentence, to have that, like, an immediate death sentence, like, no thought at all, is how it comes across. So, there's that. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna try to go watch something not depressing and some people that are not strange. Okay, thanks. I'll see you next time. Let me know if you guys want me to react to anything else that has come your way, or that really just literally anything I'll react to. I have a special interest in wrestling, K-pop, and random videos, apparently, and finding comfort creators, which I think I'll share another one coming up in the next video, but she's more well known, but still like a comfort creator. But yeah, that's kind of my journey now, is finding comfortable people to watch, cozy vlogs, that kind of thing. But let me know what you guys think about this whole thing, because this is crazy to me. for it to be like you leave her the video up of your wife wailing, crying, and breaking down, like even just that alone. Okay, thanks guys, pray for everybody, and love you. This just wasn't it. I just don't. Ooh. But let me know of anything you want me to watch, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.